but we'll go live. There we go.
Cool.
Yeah. We're gonna go live here. I'll give you the number of suggestions and then just pick a number and we just go. And about 10 minutes in, I'll look for an out about 10 minutes in.
Cool.
Let's see. Got 1, 2. All right. So, but we have, let's see, pick a number between 1 and 60, 1 and 66.
Oh boy, that's a nice big number.
Right?
Yeah. I'm gonna go with 44.
Oh, now, is there any significance to 44, or is that just the number that came to your head and you picked it?
I was looking at a pile of something I have 4 of and just doubled it in my head. So
Yeah.
that is about as random as I can get.
Perfect. All right. So we got 44. Let's see, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 24, 26, 28, 32, 4, 6, 8, 42. Okay, here we go. This comes from Angela. Oh, this is great. And our suggestion is fancy pants. Fancy pants. Thanks, Angela. Fancy pants.
Thanks, Angela. What do you think?
Oh, I turn around. Oh my God. I mean, it looks great.
I mean, I thought the pants made the look, but thank you for confirming that.
I mean, I'll be honest, everywhere I look, it's like, it's perfect.
Look, there was a sale. I'm like, I need those pants. I got a thing tonight, and I need some fancy pants.
Now, the hat, I know you had the hat, but it goes really well. Not a lot of people can pull off a hat nowadays, all right? The hat looks, I mean, it's good.
I know. I think the mistake is most people go with baseball caps, which like
big.
They're so functional and like blasé. Like they're no.
I mean, no, not at all. That's a good, the hat, the color looks good. Like it, I'll be honest, when you first walked out, I'm like, that's a lot. And then it's like, no, it's the right amount. It's not a lot at all. It's like, you wouldn't think it matched, but the pants bring it together.
The pants really just tie everything together. The penny loafers, this smashing shirt and jacket.
I mean, it's like the whole, it's like, you know what it is?
What?
You're grown up. You're a grown adult now. You're not a kid anymore. You're a grown man.
Sorry, you turned around, blinked and poof.
Yeah. I mean, wow. You're a grown adult, capable of making your own decisions and capable of making really good decisions too. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for always being there for me. Look, I know times were tough.
Yeah.
Juggling work, juggling so many things in life. But you're always there for me when I needed you.
Oh. If I had to do it again, I'd do it all over again.
I know. Just the kind of person you are.
Oh. Well, I guess I should try on my outfit, and then you can give me You got to give me your honest feedback, okay?
Oh, the most honest from one adult to another.
Okay, like don't like I know
No
it,
sugarcoating.
don't sugarcoat it. It doesn't make or break me. Whatever it is, I want your honest opinion, okay?
Okay.
You
Okay.
promise?
I promise.
You're gonna be completely honest with me no matter what.
I'm going to be completely honest with you no matter what.
Because I trust you and I trust your adult opinions. Okay?
I would not lie to you.
Okay. It's actually pretty inspiring what you're doing because it inspired me.
Really?
I'm taking a really big risk.
Knowing you, every time you've taken a risk, you've been lucky enough to pull it off.
Okay. And this is not going to change anything between us, no matter what you say, okay?
No matter what I say, it won't change anything.
Okay. I trust you.
Yep.
Just give it a minute, okay?
Do you need like help with a tie or something?
Well, let's see. I mean, just be honest, okay? Okay.
Okay.
All right. I feel like you should close your eyes.
Okay, I'll close my eyes.
If
Got
you
my hand
want.
over them.
All right, here we go. Ready?
Tell me when to open them.
Okay, open.
That's stunning.
Now be honest. It's
I was stunned. Why do you think I took so long to say? That is just, that is perfect.
I'm doing a
That is,
retro thing.
yeah, you look perfect. Us going together
Yes.
tonight, dressed as we are. Everybody's going to notice us.
Yeah. And I want you to notice me most of all.
I see you. That is a look only you could pull off, and you pull it off perfectly. If anybody else tried that look, if anybody else shows up in that look, they will instantly feel the shame of knowing that they should have gone with something different because they could not pull it off the way you can pull it off.
Of everyone I've known, you're the only one that's always been honest with me.
Who else is going to be honest with you but family?
No one. That's what I'm saying. Like, you wish once in your life you had somebody who was honest with you, like completely, like, and from, here's the other thing, you're honest in an empathetic way.
It means a lot to me.
I've been looking forward to tonight for a long time.
Me too.
And I'm just really happy that you said yes and you decided you wanted to go.
Could I turn you down?
I hope not. Well, no, I don't think you could. I think that was a hypothetical question you just asked right now. I think there's only one answer and it's no.
There is only one answer, and it's no. When something's important to you, I'm there. Just like when something's important to me, you're there.
Yeah. I guess
Dressed to the nines.
fancy pants.
Fancy pants.
I do have one more surprise.
One more surprise. Wow. What is it?
Close your eyes. Are they closed?
Yep.
Don't open them.
Go and open them. Not till you say.
Close.
Closed.
Okay, you can open.
Your class ring.
Yeah. It goes with the outfit. Yeah. Yeah.
It's the only thing I was missing.
No.
I'll take perfect care of it. I won't lose it. It'll stay on my finger. It's as if we had the same finger size.
Yeah. My God, your mom would be proud. I'm proud. She would be proud.
If she saw everything you've done since her passing, she'd be proud of you too. She was proud of you before her passing.
I guess we don't take enough time to tell people when we're around that we're proud of them. So I'm proud of you. I'm going to tell you, and I'm proud of you.
I am proud of you.
Yeah.
Never know when it'll come for us. That's what Mom taught me.
Yeah. Scene. Oh, buddy. So you're one of those people that just, it's like playing tennis. And it's like you hit the ball, and no matter where it goes on the court, you're going to hit it back over. It's so fun, man. I've been lucky to play with you before, and it's always just such a pleasure.
Oh, it is definitely a complete pleasure. I'm so excited. Thank you so much for inviting me.
Oh, I couldn't wait to do it. I was like, I part of this started off as like, who are people I miss playing with? And then it became like, oh, who are people I don't really get a chance to play with? And then some people I've never met. And like, you can still have those connections virtually. You can have them on stage, but you can still do it in this way. So I'm really thankful that during this time, there's opportunities to play and meet with people that you wouldn't realistically have a chance to, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I have taken so many workshops from all over the world because you don't have to fly there.
That's the thing, right? Everything has been like, it's been a pay to play system where you've had to either like you had to fly somewhere or go to a festival or hope that person's there. Like it just had it got really complicated. And now it's like, I don't know, turn on your computer and reach out to someone and see if they want to play. And chances are they're going to say, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
How did you get started? Like what made you take your first class, do your first show? Like what was the start of it?
Okay, so two things. One, I have a friend who works for an airline, and they've been very generous to me. So they've given me plenty of standby tickets along the ways. I say that as background because I was following around Paul F. Tompkins' Spontaneanation podcast live shows, like people follow around Fisher the Dead. Like I missed a grand total of 4 during his entire podcast run of the live shows. So I was out in LA like monthly seeing these things at Largo. I saw him in Vancouver, in Austin, New York, a bunch of different places. And at some point in that, I thought, I have been terrified of the stage. I hate presenting in front of people, but that looks like a lot of fun up there. I wonder if there's any improv classes near me. And I Googled it, and I found a theater in Harrisburg, which is 35 minutes away from me. And I signed up for a class. And I'm like, I don't know why I'm doing this, but submit. Whoosh goes the money, but signed up for a class. And then
whoosh goes the money.
Like that's like where the point of commitment is, kind of. It's like it's out the door, it's spent. Like why not show up at that point?
Right.
You can easily just forget to sign up and then have the start date pass and you never do it. But somehow I signed up, and they were trying to do a satellite campus. It just didn't work out. So like hey, there's an issue. We don't have enough people. Do you want to move to our main campus or do you want to just get a refund? I'm like, I don't know why I'm doing this, but I'm going to go to the main campus. And I took my first class on June 9th, 2016.
Wow.
And just like by the end of the class, I was just floored with it. I was in love. I could not have possibly enjoyed it more. I immediately signed up for a musical improv class that started halfway through my level 1. It suggested level 2 or higher completed, and I'm just like, don't tell me if I can't. I showed up and I was fine. And then the part that just like cemented it forever in terms of not just like a passing fad for me was, again, flying all over the place. I made it out to Detroit very early on, and I took a workshop with Craig and Carla Cackowski, and Craig I'd been following for a long time.
Yeah.
Doing Adventure Hour, and he's a great guy. And I distinctly remember in that workshop making Craig and Carla laugh and being like, I made a hero laugh. Yeah, okay. I feel good about this. I feel valid and accepted.
Well, I mean, there is that part of us that when we're doing a class in anything, we're like, we want to do the best we can. And we're like, okay, I just heard the instruction to do something I've never done. I'm going to try it. So you get up there and do it. But then if you're able to make people laugh that has seen and done a lot of improv shows, and somebody who you went from watching on stage to now learning from, like that feeling has to be better than making a room full of people laugh, because it's like, oh, this person's somebody I look up to.
Mm-hmm. It really is. And it was magic, and like I was locked in then. And now I've just made it a mission to try and learn from as many people as I can and play with as many people as I can. So wherever I go, everybody has something to teach you.
Well, that's such a great philosophy to have. And I agree 100%. It's like you can always learn something. Sometimes it's not even from the instructor. It might be from a fellow player, a student, or a dog walks in, you're like, oh, I got to learn not to have a dog in a class. Like there are things you can learn. And sometimes the bad stuff where you feel like, oh, I'm doing terribly. Like you learn from those as much as you do watching ones that succeed and going through it. You got to go through it.
Got to go through it and try and get those paces and get.
Yeah.
The other big thing I'm big on is trying to get as many people influencing me as possible, because I want to be the best improviser that I can be for me.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people out there who like idolize like Del Close or XYZ or whomever, fill in the blank. They're just like, this is my person. I want to improvise exactly like them. And they're never going to be exactly like that person. They're always going to get something weird or something wrong, and it's going to be kind of frustrating. But sometimes I've had like just hearing someone else say it in a slightly different way, and then it clicks.
Yes.
And then that just like unlocks a thing for me. So like I've said it to friends before that like I think improv is like this like squishy thing in the middle, and every teacher that you ever have or fellow performer you play with or whomever is just kind of like hacking through the thick brush around this well of improv and trying to go like, hey, follow me. This is how it made sense to me, and trying to lead that path, hoping that you can get into that middle where you're just playing with the person that you're with. And that play at the heart of it is like the joy and the connection and the support. And the more paths in from like different schools and different teachers, the more you figure out, oh, I know a path. There's a little deer path that goes this way, and I can kind of wiggle through here, and I can get there faster and easier. And that's where I want to be, is in the middle of that with people.
I mean, that's awesome. And I think we, in a way, that first class, you start in the middle. You already start in that spot and you're like, this is great. And then those classes and lessons, and you watch people, and sometimes your ego's like, I want to do it like that, or I'm not good. So you get out of it. And then, because for me, it was a long time to get back to that, where I had to remind myself, well, I didn't get into improv to be on a team, to be on a wall. I got into it because it was fun friends that made me laugh and surprise. And I had to remind myself for a long time. and discover. That's what I want to do. I don't like, I want to get back to that squishy center like you talk about. I was spending so much time, and this usually takes place about, I don't know, I feel like 5 or 6 years into improv, you start like going, okay, I got to get on a team. I got to, you start having these moments of chasing other things rather than, no, the fun is that part where you're just playing, you're finding people who are not you, but who lift you up and you lift them up. And that's where it becomes fun. So taking those moments and to never be too big to learn. I knew a guy once who was known as a teacher in improv. And he was like, well, I'm more of a teacher than a student. And I felt bad. I was like, all right, man, like you figured it all out. Okay. I hope I never get to that point where I'm like, I'm done learning. I feel like you can always learn and that will reinvigorate what you want to do. Okay. And get to that point, like when you would watch Paul F. Tompkins and Craig and those folks, all they're doing is having fun with their friends. And that's all we want to do is just have fun with friends.
Exactly. Yes.
And now, are you teaching at all? Like, are you teaching virtual classes or, because you take a lot of classes, you perform a lot, but are you teaching anything virtually?
I've taught some of our structured classes at our local theater in Lancaster. I taught a couple of the like level ones for online along the way, but we don't have any on offer right now. I've taught a couple in-person classes pre-pandemic. My brain was slightly too fried to plan out a lesson for most of the pandemic. There was too much going on. I just couldn't
totally
plan out,
Yes.
A lot easier to show up than to plot it out. But I hope to get back to teaching and stuff. But yeah.
And it's really hard. Like people misinterpret improv as winging it, including teaching. It's like, I don't know, some people can do that. Some people can just get up there but I think like the teachers I know, especially, including Craig and folks like that who've been doing it a while, they have a plan. It sometimes goes out the window with the class because you're like, ooh, either this concept is too high or this concept is not challenging enough. So you start teaching to the class you're in, I guess. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's it. There it is. Yeah.
There we go. Yeah.
I think I mentioned like there's people leaf blowing outside, there's construction happening. So yeah, I was just saying like you just teach to the, like you have these plans and then you go into the class and sometimes you throw it out because you're like, oh, this class needs to learn this other thing or they something else. So
yeah, completely. It's as much like any structure you have for an improv show. You follow it as much as it's serving you and then you adjust it on the fly. And it's better to have some kind of a plan than to be like, oh crap, there's 30 minutes left in this. And funny bunny?
I don't get up, walk around, explore. If people want to connect with you or follow things you're doing, because like you're active on social media and I love the fact that you're not shy of sharing like things you believe in and things you're passionate about outside of the stage, which I think is great. But if people want to connect with you, reach out to you and things like that, what's the best way they can do that?
I'm on Facebook as William Rowe. You'll find me all over the friggin' place. I appear in all sorts of places there. I help with the administration of Lancaster Improv Players. So you can follow Lancaster Improv Players on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter. You'll probably see most of our activity on Facebook because
right.
Social media is so many things at once.
So much. But, so much.
Other than that, just reach out, shoot me an email, whatever. Happy to talk improv whenever.
Dude, such a pleasure. I love talking improv with you. I love playing with you. And whether it's virtual, in person, whatever, I can't wait to play with you again. It'll be soon. Thanks, my friend.
I'm sure. Thank you.
All right. Take care. Bye.
You too. Bye.